So since my last video, I was looking at the car and I wasn't happy about a couple things. Number one was that I had sandblasted the car and then just took a spray bottle and sprayed Ospo all over the car. And what happened was I had streams of it coming down over the car and it made like crystals. And supposedly you're supposed to be able to paint right on top of the Ospo when you have it applied. But that wasn't the case. So what I did was I disassembled a lot of the car that I had put together with the sheet metal screws. I pulled it back outside and I re-sandblasted the whole car. It was pretty easy to do because it was just the Ospo to take off. Now I reapplied the Ospo with a rag this time, and I now do have a paintable surface to continue on with the work on the car. So this is the surface now. It's really nice and smooth after the Ospo has been applied with a rag. At this point now, I believe I can just take a Scotch-Brite over it and put the primer on it. So I ended up removing this panel like I talked about in the last video, and it came off fairly easily. It was a little bit of work, but I took it over to the bench and with a hammer and dolly, I was able to straighten it out pretty well. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's really within tolerances, I believe, of putting a little bit of plastic on there to fill in just a little bit that I wasn't able to get 100%. So also now I'm plug welding all these welds here, and I'll grind them all off. I have to plug weld underneath here, fill in the cut parts here, and this will be done. So I've been working on my hammer and dolly techniques, and I was able to get, there was a dent right here. With a hammer and dolly and a slapper, I was able to get that dent almost 100% out with a little help from my new metal file. So I have several other dents that I was able to work out. This is one. This is another. With the hammer and slapper and dolly, I was able to work those out. That very, very, very little bit of plastic to get them 100%. So I had mentioned in the last video about the outside toilet that I had put in here in the shop. And if you look, my wife is quite the artist, and so it's now known as the telephone booth. So when you need to use it, you say, I'm going to go use the telephone. I think it came out pretty cool, looking like a UK telephone booth. I'd like to thank my son RC for helping me with this video. This Sunday, April 14th, at the American Muscle Car Museum in Melbourne, Florida, we're having our all-European car show. If you're in the area, please stop in and check it out. Also, if you've liked this content, please remember to like and subscribe.